If you're brand new to exercise, this is a really great class to start with. So we're going to bring ourselves forward into box position. So you come forward. So you want to make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders. Your knees are slightly apart, so you've got a nice stable position to work from. Okay, your eyes stay down to the mat, but you don't let your head drop, so your neck stays nice and long there. I'll be looking up just to have a little chat from time to time, but we're going to lengthen opposite arm and leg. So we're going to take the right arm, left leg, and just slide it out along the mat till it's extended, and then slide it back in. And then the opposite side, so you're just going to lengthen and then return back in. So as you do that, your focus is your waistline. There's a little bit of coordination, there's a little bit of balance, but it's your middle you're working. So belly button to spine, pull it in nice and tight, so you just lengthen and come back. As you do that, you are trying to keep your hips completely still. So you lengthen away as far as you can, slide back in. So you can stay in contact with the mat the whole way there. So just slide the fingers and toes out and then just slide them back in. Okay, so just another couple here. One more each side. So just sliding out, waistline in, hips stay still, breathing is deep. There's the last one there. So come back to center. Now from here, we're going to change into a modified plank. So you're going to come forward, down onto your elbows, and then lengthen the legs away. And actually, you can just lie down on the mat. So we've got two options of modified here. So the waistline is in. First option is you're just going to hover your hip bones off the mat, just a fraction, a couple of inches, okay? And just hold that position. Just the other option, working just a little bit harder, is just to come up a wee bit higher, so you're on your knees, your back is flat, your waist is in, and you just hold it. So you're holding from the waistline. You'll feel a wee bit of tension through your shoulders at the same time, because obviously they're doing a little bit of work there for you, but the waistline, focus on the middle, pull it in nice and tight, breathe deeply. You're going to get a little bit shaky if you've never done this before. It's a lot harder than it looks, okay? So if it's a bit of a struggle, don't worry. Just every time you do it, you'll get stronger and stronger. You'll hold that little bit longer. Take a nice deep breath. Okay, and then from here, you're just going to walk the hands back. So push yourself back into a child's pose, which is just a gorgeous wee stretch. So you just take the body down towards the mat, the legs are bent. Nice deep breath there. And then we're going to change position completely. We're going to come up so that we are sitting. So we need to come back up, kneeling, and then bring your feet back round onto the mat. And from here, our feet are going to be hip width apart. You're going to have just a light touch behind the legs. The waistline is in. Ready to relax the shoulders down. Okay, so you're touching onto the back of your legs and you start to just curl back. So you want that little tilt in the pelvis as you curl back. The waistline is in as you go back. You just go back until your arms are straight. It's just a measure. Okay, now you just let go of the legs and you just slowly come back up. Once you're up, I want you to lengthen up through the spine, tuck the chin, pull the waist in, light touch on the legs again, just for a measure, or maybe you don't need to do that this time around. All right, you're pulling back up from the center. It's not your shoulders. And then lengthen at the top, tuck the chin, waist is in, take it back again. So just curling back, look at the waistline, focus on your breathing. Now breathe out as you bring yourself back up. You come back up in a bit of a C shape and then you lengthen at the top. And then again, waist is in, tuck the chin, breathe deep, take it back. So just until the arms are straight and then pull back up. It's all right in the middle there. All right, it's small, but you're going to feel quite a lot of work going on through your waistline there. Belly button to spine as you do it the whole time. And you just pull back up. So there's no shoulders there. And lengthen. All right, just one last time here. So just curling back, chin tucked down, waistline in, and then just coming back up. All the way back up. Take a breath. Lengthen the legs. Okay, so just make sure you're at the front of the mat because we're going to curl all the way back down to it. Make sure your head goes onto the mat. So belly button to spine, pull it in, take a breath, and then slowly down to the mat. So you can circle the shoulders so you know the waistline's doing the work to lower you. If your waistline's going, oh, that's a bit much, that's all right. Elbows down, lower down slowly. Once you're there, we've got a very, very gorgeous back stretch. So you're going to walk your feet in. Your feet are hip width apart. Your feet stay down on the mat. Your waistline is in, belly button to spine, and then curl the pelvis and peel back up towards the shoulders as far as you can. So your arms just stay down on the mat. And once you've gone as high as you can, you just curl all the way back down. Once you've done a couple here, you might want to change your arm position, and you can just cross your hands over your shoulders. So, and we'll work in that position because then you'll see the position of the back a little more clearly. So we're curling up and down, the waistline is pulling in, focus on the breathing. So it's this really strong pelvic tilt to start off with, the waistline pulling in to support. You go as high as you can, depends on the shape of your back a little bit. So you mightn't get quite up to the shoulders, and then you just curl all the way back down and then curling back down at the end. Right, so I want you just to visualize your spine. So you actually, in your mind, see each vertebra lifting and lowering one at a time, and then same speed down as you lift. All right, so same speed up, same speed down, waistline in, breathing nice and deep. So just keep that waist in, lift up as high as you can towards the shoulders, slowly, slowly back down. Just keep visualizing your spine. Strong pelvic tuck to finish, and then one last time. So belly button to spine, pull it in nice and tight. You're curling up just as high as you can, and then slowly, slowly all the way back down. Keep pulling that middle in to support your back as you go through the stretch. And then once you're down, take a deep breath. So now I want you to bring your fingertips to your ears, or you might want to support your neck at this point. So light touch behind the neck. Elbows are wide, so they are touching or nearly touching the floor right now. Waistline is in. Now you look straight at the ceiling, and then lift up as high as you can. It's not a big movement. And then slowly, slowly coming back down. And then again, breathe out, lift up, eyes on the ceiling. So your neck position doesn't change. Your middle of your back is getting some work there. That's what you'll feel. And you're going to feel your six-pack muscle as well. All right, so up and down slowly. Elbows really wide, waistline pulling in. Breathe out as you lift. And just keep going. All right, so just keep the neck long. Keep the waistline in, belly button to spine as you do that. And keep the elbows wide, right? That is not what we're doing. Elbows wide, eyes on the ceiling. And make sure you feel the six-pack muscle doing the work. So if your elbow comes in, the work's just in the shoulder. So elbow wide, waistline in, and then tightening and toning through the six-pack, through the deep abs. Breathe deeply. One last time here. So lengthen the neck, and then just slowly, slowly bringing yourself back down to the mat. Take a nice deep breath. And then we're going to bring ourselves back up to sitting. So I want you to just bring yourself up to sitting, and then just lengthen the legs in front of you. So from here, belly button to spine, pull it in nice and tight. We're going to do some little rotations, all right? We're not doing many because they're quite tough. I'm just chucking in a little hard one here. So hands on shoulders, tuck the chin down, waistline in. Curl back, don't go too far, all right, because we're going to hold, and then we're just going to circle around. And the circles from the waistline, it's not the shoulders. All right, shoulders relaxed, faces relaxed, chin tucked down, look at your waistline. All right, so you've only got 2 more here. And then we're going to change direction, so take it the other way around. So the waistline is in, the breathing is deep, all right, that middle. So you're working all your abs all at once right now, and you will feel, this will be the hardest thing you've done so far. All right, take a nice deep breath to left, and then we're just going to take ourselves all the way back down to the mat again. So come up and have a little stretch before we do that. Take a deep breath, and then lift back up. Lift the arms, circle the shoulders, tuck the chin, curling all the way back to the mat. Again, if that's too much work, don't worry, use your arms. Okay, just lower yourself down to the mat, that is fine. And then once you are there, take a deep breath. All right, a little bit to combine for legs and abs now. So feet hip width apart, belly button to spine. Nice deep breath, shoulders relaxed. I'll keep my head lifted just a little bit. All right, so bring the legs up, knee over hip, foot in line with knee. Same with the other leg, waistline in. Now don't let the back lift. It will want to arch at some point. So now just slowly lower the toe towards the floor and then come back up. And then the other side. Now you might not be getting very close to the mat at all for the first few times you try this. It doesn't matter how big the move is. What matters is that you hold the position from the waistline. You don't let your lower back arch up. That's your main focus. Okay, the leg work just makes it a little harder for the middle to keep in control there. So you just make that movement a little bigger, as and when you get a little bit stronger. So just tapping down, and then again, breathe deep. So you should have tension hip bone to hip bone right now. You might well be shaking at this point. Okay, so just one more each side. So tap down and lift. One last time, tap, lift, and hold it there. All right, so from here, you're going to bring the knees in towards the chest, 2 to 3 inches. As you do it, you will feel your thighs doing a little bit of work, but I want you to really focus right on the waist side. So pull the middle in nice and tight, and you're pulling the hips up towards the ribs just a little bit. So it's just like a little pelvic tuck. All right, but the waistline's doing it. Belly button to spine, your middle, your deep abs, and they should feel a lot of work there. Okay, we've only got another couple to go. So last 2, and then last 1, and then let the feet come back down again. Take a breath. Okay, so from here, just a quick check. Belly button to spine again. Keep the waistline in. You're going to take the right leg and lengthen it up towards the ceiling. You're going to hold it as straight as you can. Might need to be a little bit bent. It's okay. Straight as you can manage. And then from there, I want you to draw circles with that leg. So you can point the toe and make your leg look a little more elegant maybe, and then just circle around. So as you circle, your hips are not rocking around. As you circle, your thighs are going to feel some work. So that's good news. All right, belly button to spine, waistline is pulling in the whole time. Hips stay still. Focus on the breathing. You've just got 2 left. All right, so one last time. Now hold it. Now I want you to place your hands on that leg anywhere you can manage. You might be low down, you might be high up, doesn't matter. All right, and then from there, you're just going to pull the leg in towards you and just relax into a stretch. All right, so just breathe nice and deep. So mild tension all the way through the back of the leg there. If you can come in a little closer, absolutely. And just relax. Enjoy that stretch. Breathe nice and deep. So just, and then slowly, slowly, just bend the leg, pop the foot back down, other side. Take the leg up, keep the waist in, take a breath, and then just going to do circles on the other side. I want you to lengthen as you circle, so you feel a little bit more going on through your thighs. Keep the waistline in, breathe nice and deep. So although these movements, they're slow, they're not huge, they're quite gentle, they're still really working your muscles. You're going to feel a lot happening through the leg. You're going to feel a lot going on in your waistline. You're keeping the hips nice and still. You're pulling the middle in the whole time here. So belly button to spine as you do this. So breathe in deep. Okay, so you've just got 2 left. So circle, and then one last time, and then hold it. Now reach up, take the leg and draw it in towards you as far as you can. So that leg might need to be bent at this point. Depends how flexible you are. You can maybe take the hand a little higher if you can manage that, or maybe your hands need to be really low down on your leg. It just doesn't matter as long as you're getting some stretch behind the leg. Just a mild tension there, breathing deeply, just try and relax. So the more you relax, the better you stretch. The deeper you breathe, the better you stretch. All right, so another breath, and then just let that foot come back down onto the mat. Take a nice deep breath, and then from there, just draw the knees in, and then rock yourself up to sitting, and then lengthen the legs, lengthen the spine, and then come on down for a final stretch and just hold it there. So just breathe deeply, relax down. Okay, and there you go, finished.